Nope. No way.
Here we go.
This is our very first episode of I Hate Your Love.
Oh my gosh, it is.
Oh my gosh. I hope whoever is listening to this listened to our preview first, so they kind of know what they're getting themselves into.
No one knows what they're getting themselves into, least of all us.
That's so true.
Oh my gosh. We were so excited when we came up with this idea.
Yes.
And we had been thinking a long time about what we wanted to do for our next podcast because, oh man, as you know, Louder Than Ever was a rough ride.
It was.
But we wanted to do something real cool, and I think we did it.
We incorporated guests, which is just fabulous, and our guest for our very first episode is Kate, who is just one of the very best people ever.
Was amazing.
I love Kate in general. She's one of my favorite humans.
She was also, like full disclosure, she's also a personal friend of yours.
She is, yeah. We used to work together.
Right. So you knew her. I had actually never met her before.
No, you hadn't.
But I loved her. We're now Facebook friends, if that tells you anything.
Fast friends.
Yes, fast. So fast. You'll see.
Yes.
But it's always good to have someone on that we have a personal connection with. Obviously, It makes it so much easier to talk about and get them to open up to us.
Yes.
Obviously, and Kate sure did.
She did not hold back. Her story is a roller coaster.
For real. Like, we might say that about all of them, but...
Yeah.
Nah, bro. This one's for real.
Even knowing what I knew about her story before she sat down to really tell it, I was still, legitimately shocked several times.
Some of the things that it was like twists and turns.
Yeah.
I see dead people 6 times in one story.
Mean, that's a bit, but she does not see dead people.
Hyperbole. It was hyperbole for The Sixth Sense. Surely, gosh, I'm so old. No one's going to catch that. Mold. Never mind. Mold.
Yeah, so this is Kate. She's fabulous. Out of all of the episodes that we recorded for season 1, Kate's was definitely one of our most favorites. So we are very excited that it is our first episode.
Yay. So without further ado,
here's us and Kate.
Welcome back to I Hate Your Love. I'm Mary.
I'm Hailey.
And today we're here with Kate.
Hey, Kate.
Hi. Kate is so awesome. Kate, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So, we like to start. We like to start always with you telling us a little bit about yourself.
You're doing podcast voice again.
No more podcast voice. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am...
You are Kate. All right, Hailey, take it away. What does she want?
My name is Kate. I just met Wednesday. I'm 29 years old. I live in Bloomington, Minnesota. I love dogs. My dog's name is Franklin McDoodley Hootsersons.
I love it so much. What else can you tell us about you?
I don't for like a living. Cats. For a living, I work in a call center atmosphere, but I do more administration work.
Sweet.
Cool. Great.
Yeah, that's
so you're an office worker.
Yeah.
You're a 9-to-5er.
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
It's great. Kate and I met working at a call center job.
Yes.
Yeah. At the best company ever before it closed.
It was amazing. Best team ever. I was devastated. It was my 3-month anniversary.
Oh, that's right.
I was devastated.
I still sometimes think about you literally telling me a couple days ahead of time, I'm afraid that we're all going to lose our jobs. And I was like, the company's doing great. What are you talking about? And then we all lost our jobs.
Oh. Yeah, that's a weird thing about me too, is I'll have dreams. I hardly have dreams, but then when I have dreams, they come true.
Ugh.
Oh, shit.
I had dreams my grandparents were going to die, and then they died. The next day. Yeah. And then I had a dream about the place that we worked at.
Cripes.
Closing.
And then they closed?
Look, what if your dreams are making these things happen?
Stop it with your dreaming.
You are the reason why none of us have that fabulous job.
I know, I'm afraid to show up in one of your dreams. You should call Hailey and be like, yeah, that weird girl.
By the way, she's going to die. Can I have her dog?
Yeah, right.
Both of them. Knocks in half.
No, you can't have my dog. All right.
Okay, all right.
Great. So, well, we know about Kate as a person.
I like makeup. I like dogs. everything else can go down.
Those are all the important things.
So
Yeah.
that's
You like
such
tattoos?
a
I
reasonable.
like tattoos.
You can't tell,
I
but
see
she's
that.
got hella tattoos.
I see some on her fingers
I
that I
have
was admiring and just
tattoos.
like looking at. Oh, look at this one under there.
I was in the shower today, and I was actually
No,
measuring.
bro, she's got hella tattoos.
Ooh,
I was
look
like
at.
measuring my body today because I was like, okay.
You were
If-
measuring.
Yeah, because I was in the shower measuring, and I'm like, okay, is this? And I was legit like hand up to boobie, like, okay, this is 10%, that's 10%, that's 10. So I'm like, okay, so am I like, if I'm like, I think I'm like 50% tattooed.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh my
I
gosh.
think so.
All right, so before we go any further, now we need to hear your 2 truths and a lie. Yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Get ready to stump us. We always fucking lose
Yeah,
this
we
game.
do. I'm
Okay.
so bad at this game.
I have no poker face, so.
Okay, all right. Well, just like look away, look around. Look at my
Fuck that,
room.
I'm looking at her.
Look at my room. It's so
It's
nice.
so funny. I dig it.
Okay.
I have lived in Michigan. I broke my foot on a wedding day, and I don't have a Netflix account.
Oh,
Oh my god.
fuck. Okay.
Okay, all right. Great. This week's penalty is we get to replace a profile photo for 24 hours on the social media.
Ooh.
We're gonna really-
Nothing racist or really inappropriate.
right?
Or
Nothing to get
homophobic.
your Facebook account banned.
Yeah,
So no
nothing to
nudity.
make you look like a Nazi or a Trump supporter.
Yeah, we won't.
Oh,
We won't do
damn
that to you.
Which is that was redundant.
Okay, I snorted.
it.
All right. So now we're gonna get into
So
the
good.
nitty gritty.
Ugh, fuck.
Here we go. Let's talk about the news.
Do we have to?
Yes, that's the whole point of the show.
Really?
Yeah.
We could just
Fuck my
talk. I
life.
swear people would.
People would love it.
Listen.
People would love it, but no, that's not what we're here for. You're gonna
People are
talk.
gonna ask for like a Kate spinoff.
Right, and be like,
Yes.
you guys need to just do a girl chat like once a month, just record
Yes.
those.
That would be
Okay,
fun.
so-
Yes.
Okay, no, so we're here to talk about love.
Fuck.
So how did you meet your beeb? Tell us, start at the beginning.
Yeah.
I want to hear it all.
We met in college. I almost said the name of the college.
You can if you want.
Okay.
I
We
mean,
met at Normandale Community College.
Love that place.
Shout out High School
Yeah.
on the Hill. I didn't even graduate from there.
Nice. It counts. It's all the same. Reminds me of that show with Joe McHale. I love that show. Community.
That was a really great show.
Oh, yeah.
It's a really great
Just
show.
like that. So you guys met there. Was it
Yeah.
Community-esque? Was it like a sitcom?
Kind of. I always thought so. He sat. Okay, so there were 2 sides of the classroom. There was like an aisle down the middle,
Mhm.
and the teacher would run up and down the aisle. But he would sit on the left side, like 1 row in front of me by the wall, and he was like that kind of like dark, mysterious, but he's
Oh.
not.
Dark,
He's like completely
mysterious.
bald and like, but I love it.
I know what you mean, though. He had that animal magnetism.
Yes,
Like, this guy's just didn't know.
Animal
It's his
magnetism.
eyes.
He's
They-
exuding
Fuck.
confidence.
Oh my
and
gosh. Well, he was quiet, but he
Yeah.
was so smart. So you could like, you know those people that sit in class and they look like their heads down and they're like sleeping? Well, he
Mhm.
wasn't. He wasn't sleeping because the teacher would be like, well, what's this? And he'd be like, hey, you. And he'd be like, 4. Like, he knew
Yeah,
right
he
away.
knew
I was
the
like, ooh,
answer.
you're smart. Like,
Yeah.
I dig
Ooh,
that.
that's hot,
I
yeah.
dig it. And he's got these eyes. Oh my gosh. He's just so handsome. He's just, yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
boy.
so there
He's
was an
super
immediate
handsome.
physical attraction.
Yeah, because he was like a bad boy, kind
Uh-huh,
of.
yeah. Oh,
because he had the tattoos and stuff, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And he
Okay,
wore
I can't-
black, and like I only wear black. So
Oh,
I was like, ooh.
Aesthetic.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you fit
Pleasing.
right into
Yes.
your vibe, and you're like, I want to know
Exactly.
more.
That's
okay.
important.
Exactly. But
Okay.
my best friend and I were in the same class. And of course he's like paying attention, but I'm paying attention to him. But like at that point you can't like look. So whenever he turns around, I'm like
Oh,
Go
not
back.
looking,
Go
not
back.
watching.
Look away.
Anywhere. Look
Yeah.
anywhere else.
Abort.
Exactly. And yeah. And we were like fresh out of high school. So we would stand waiting for our class. My best friend and I would stand outside the door waiting for our class to start. And he would walk up and I would like
Primp and like,
I would just like fix my hair and then I do like that.
like
the
head
hair
tilt,
flip
like
over the
hair,
shoulder.
like,
Yeah.
so cute.
And
I'm
of course
so
he
cute.
wasn't looking and I'd like smash my head into the wall. And I'm like trying to fight the tears, but I'm like, whatever.
I'm hot.
Still really
I
cute.
hate when I
It's
cry. I'm not like Kim Kardashian, like
No matter what, you're like, I'm gonna look cute to this guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna look cute. But he was just, I don't know, like, I never noticed him looking at me at all. So I never really paid attention. But I always thought he was really cute. I just thought it was, like, class was gonna end and that was it.
Yeah.
But we had a field trip.
Ooh.
Yeah, and we like went downtown, and I thought he was, like, into my best friend. And I think my best friend was, like, into him. So I was like, oh, here we go.
Right, like, this is high school all over
Fucking
again.
best friend.
Yeah. And I'm, like, the fluffy best friend who's, like, really cute. So, like, whatever. So I noticed, and I was into this other guy in class, too. Like, I thought he was really handsome, but
Damn, Kate.
my best friend dibsed him. So, I mean, that shit's serious.
Yeah.
Dibs.
She dibsed him.
She
like,
dibsed him. And she wasn't even serious about it. She was just like, Dibs. Like, you knew. You knew there was something.
Yeah, and she's like, I'm going to stop that before it becomes a thing that gets between us.
Wow.
True.
Dibs. That's
like,
mine.
whatever. Girl.
You can't have
Okay,
it.
best friend.
No. So I liked this other guy in class because he was, like, really cute, too. But not as cute. And if you're listening to this, honey,
Not as cute. Of course not. Second choice, obviously.
Yeah, clearly. Not
Runner
even on the radar. Yeah, I mean.
It's all fine, right?
Yeah, he wore, like, Nikes. Like, what is that?
God, just do
And
it.
sports jerseys, like, yeah, P.O.
Yucky. You're going to have to change so much. Like, I don't know if it's worth it.
Gross. You're going to have to become real tormented. And wear all black. Like me.
Zero aesthetic.
Zero.
Not okay.
Did not fit your whole
No.
vibe.
No, would not go on the Instagram.
Okay, but you were just like so cute though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I was like,
still
you're
cute.
Because my friend dibsed him, so I was like,
yeah,
okay,
it's like,
whatever.
all right, well, he's gone, done forever, dead to me.
No, so I was paying attention to him on the field trip, kind of scoot up next to him when we were, like, looking at stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I noticed that this guy, like, would come around us, but my best friend was standing next to him. So she'd be like, oh, is he, like, looking at me? And I'm like, no.
No.
But, like, I was just spicy. I was just spicy about the whole thing.
Salty
I was just a
spice.
little spicy pickle. I was like, no, I'm not having that. So, long story short, the day ended, and I was like, I'm so brilliant. I'm just going to be like, hey, class, who wants to grab lunch? And then be like, hey. So then the guy, like, straight up was like, not me.
Wow. So you're feeling like, wow, rejection.
I was like, whatever, I'm just going to go home. I don't want to be here anyway.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Like, okay, Cartman. I love it.
Okay.
This is just too much.
I just really, that just...
Fuck.
I
Sorry.
love it.
Okay, so
Beeb.
Was like, yeah, I'll have lunch. And he like, and I was like, oh yeah.
Oh, wait.
Fuck.
You want to?
I'm like, yeah.
Who?
Okay.
Sports jersey who?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like, whatever.
We buy Nikes.
So did your best friend pipe up and be like, oh, me too, me too?
Yeah, well, like, we were gonna go to lunch, and then he was like, yeah, I'll come with you guys. I was like, okay. So I, like, tried to maneuver, like, close to him, but we were at a table, and it was 3 of us, so, like, either way, like, whatever.
Yeah.
So he kept talking, but then he started talking about his girlfriend.
Oh, bro.
And I'm, like, I'm not a crier.
Yeah. You're what?
And I'm like this, like, 18-year-old girl, like, why does it always happen to me? Like, what?
Why? You were so cute, and I liked you, and then you were like, girlfriend, and I was like, ew.
And I was like, oh, fine, whatever.
Fuck.
I was like, whatever. So doing like that, I just stuck my head basically, like, in my food, just ate as fast as I could.
Sure.
And then I'm like, let's go.
Like, lunch is over.
Yeah. So then I was like, it was so strange, because I was like, okay, bye. He's like, here, like, let me grab your number in case, like, we have, we, like, have, or we had, like, an assignment to do with the field trip.
Okay.
So he's
All
like,
right.
Sure,
hey.
sure.
Because
He's
I'm like,
just
what is
covered.
this? And my best friend, like, knew what it was, but she's like,
Okay,
like,
but
okay.
Kate, you can't just, like, mouth
Whisper,
words
yeah,
on the
yeah.
Okay, I'm
podcast.
sorry.
I
So-
saw it, but
Oh, no.
Cassie heard nothing.
Oh. So,
She was like, get the number.
who's Cassie?
That's the
Your
microphone.
microphone.
Oh,
Sorry.
I didn't think for a minute.
You're like, wait,
I'm not talking about
I thought your name was Mary.
I was like saying, what? No, so I got the number and I was like, oh, that's different, whatever. Well, no joke. We were barely out of the parking lot when he texts me.
Oh,
and I was like,
okay, Beeb.
And I'm already kind of shut down because I'm like,
you have a girlfriend. Why are you texting me?
Yeah, like, I'm like, what are you doing? And he just straight up was like, hey, I'm going to have a bonfire later if you and your friend want to stop by. So I'm like, oh, you like my friend. Well, I'm not going to play that because you're cute and you have a girlfriend. So I'm just going to ruin this whole situation.
Right? I mean, like,
burn it to the ground.
So I was like, okay. So I don't know what happened, but like we didn't go. And then we kind of kept in contact for like years.
Really?
Yeah. Like very harmless. You know, nothing, whatever.
Did you guys, like, get together or just through text?
No, just through texts.
What?
Yeah, it was kind of a strange, just kind of through texting. Like, we would go
finish the
back,
class together?
We finished the class, and, like, we would go back and forth, because that was, like, the last day. Like, I don't think we saw each other after that.
Oh.
And then we just had to drop off, like, our assignment.
Yeah.
Well, we kept going back and forth, very harmless, like, texting, or like messaging on Facebook, whatever. But yeah, I think he would just kind of be like, okay, well, yeah, some other time. So he'd like the next night he had another bonfire. So he'd like, come on over.
Wow, he's got all kinds of fires burning.
That's what I was like. So I was like, all right.
But still, no, you still didn't go.
No,
dang.
And he kind of made me nervous too. But I'm also like, okay, you have a girlfriend. Like,
so like,
well, yeah.
Why? Yeah. But you know what is that though? Really, like, why would he? Like, that would give me pause too. Because I'd be like, why are you trying to hang out? Like,
exactly.
Do you not have friends? Like,
right. That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
why would you want to be my friend? Like, I really want to bang you. So like, I'm not gonna work out this whole friendship thing. Like,
no, it's
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And I was kind of like at the same time I'm like, oh, like you seem really great, but like if you have a girlfriend, why are you talking to me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Does your girlfriend know you're inviting me to your bonfires? Like, is your girlfriend gonna be there? Like,
right. Yeah. And then he like Facebook messages or Facebook adds me to be a friend, and it says he's single.
Oh.
So they like broke up.
You're like, what? So you accepted that request.
Let me do all the octaves.
I accepted that request.
Yeah.
Right away.
So fast.
Notification accepted.
Hey boy, you single now?
You single? All right. I don't know what happened. Well, okay, I know what happened because he still makes fun of me for this. But he would ask me to hang out, and I got like really nervous. So he would ask me out. Like, wow. I'd say over maybe like a year or two.
Wow.
Just randomly. Like we'd go a couple months without talking, and then he'd be like, hey, how you doing? We'd always kind of check in, like, hey, how's it going? Like, how you doing? Whatever. And then we'd just stop texting for a while.
Okay.
And then, and that happened for years. And then,
how many years?
You just said
I need
like
a timeline.
I think it was like 2 or 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And then one time, I don't know what happened, but yes. Okay, I remember. But like we started talking again, and then he was like, hey, do you want to go out to dinner? I was like, sure, why not? So,
so it's like very clearly a date though.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. It was always like
romantic.
Oh damn.
I think so.
Years. I just can't even imagine what kind of, years?
This Beeb is like the most patient of the Beebs.
Seriously. Years though?
Years.
And always flirty. Like, can you imagine how built up that would get? Like,
oh my gosh.
You know what I mean? Like, you'd feel like you could never pull the trigger after a certain point, I would feel like, because you're just building and building and building and building and building.
Knowing Kate, I guess I can see how somebody would have the patience to wait that long for her because she's just so great.
She was really great.
But also, like, knowing me, I don't know if I have the patience to wait that long for literally anyone in the world.
I don't think I could wait that long for anything. Anything.
No.
They haven't even seen each other. How do you even know if the spark is still there? You know what I mean? You could find out she could have, like, turned green.
She could have.
He
might be into that, though.
She could have shaved her head.
He also might be into that.
I guess. It was certainly worth finding out after all that texting.
I guess.
But, like, damn.
Well, now they're going to go on a date, so let's see.
Let's see what happens.
Who knows?
Good luck,
It
better be good. After all that time. So tell us about this date. What happened?
So we planned on meeting at Don Pablo's.
Don Pablo.
Don Pablo's. Dating yourself a little bit there. Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
that was so good, though. I remember.
Really good.
I don't think they closed out because of quality. I think it was like mismanagement.
Yeah.
Because the food was good.
Yeah.
I always thought they were good.
Poor Don
So you were
Pablo's.
going to meet at Don Pablo's.
So
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went there, and it was like a 40-minute wait. So I was like, oh, no me gusta. So then we went to Applebee's. 30-minute wait. I was like, really?
This guy didn't make reservations.
Half price apps, let's get real. So then,
I do that too.
So I was like, okay, well, what's around here? And then I look, and I'm like, let's just go to Chipotle. Like,
I mean, yeah, Chipotle's good.
Chipotle always has like a 45-minute wait too,
yes,
though.
I know, but we zipped through that line real quick. Yeah.
So you went to Chipotle.
So we went to Chipotle.
What time was the charm?
It was great. Yeah. Yeah, we had a great time.
The most romance.
Well, you know.
I mean, it was really. We had like the
I'm
most
serious.
romantic.
A burrito is fucking romantic.
I dug it. I got the burrito bowl with the extra guac. If he's willing to spring for extra guac for you, he's a keeper, you guys.
So true. So true.
That's how you judge it.
If you can see the value of guac.
Yes, absolutely.
Because it's not like you're just getting guacamole. You got extra.
Guac is already expensive. Extra. You are extra.
You needed extra.
Wow.
That's like $6 extra though. Like like that's amazing.
Yeah.
So he smiled through the extra guac.
Yeah.
He's digging it, and you guys talked about whatever, like just random first date stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So like you got towards the end of the date, like you left Chipotle, like what happened?
Yeah, and then he like walked me to my car. He's like, "You want to go bowling?"
Dude.
or like go see a movie or something. I was like, ha.
Like right now.
I
just fucking ate Chipotle, bro.
Chipotle, and I was like sucking in my stomach.
And you're like, I'm not sitting down with this in my gut.
And I was like so nervous. Well, okay, every guy I'd like ever dated, we're like, okay, I'm gonna buy you dinner, and then we're gonna go back to my place.
Right? Like, and you're gonna pay for that dinner with some vagina. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Mary, that's how guys are sometimes. Okay,
you pay for dinner with vagina.
I mean, no, but sometimes
it's called a woogie.
Yeah,
a woogie.
Okay, for Wednesday out there with the little kid here.
Yeah, that's why they're not allowed
for dinner with woogie.
With woogie.
Okay.
That's a new
one
for me.
He wanted to keep it going. Did he mean right then? Like, let's go bowling now?
Yeah.
Oh my god! And you were like, no, I'm about to fart. I can't.
What about Chipotle? Do you not understand?
Like, I get so when something is not like planned, I get very nervous.
Sure.
For some reason.
Same.
Yes.
So he asked you to go bowling, and you just said no because you were just so anxious. You're like, I can't. I got other shit I got to do. Like,
I was like,
kind of girl
I gotta wake up in the morning.
Also Chipotle.
Like, go to church or something. I don't know. Like, I was like, I gotta go.
Yeah, I can't.
I'm like, I'm so sorry. Oh my
away.
god. Yeah, no, I was like, guys, now that I think about it, I legit think I was like, no, I gotta go hang out with my mom. I'm like dead serious. Dead serious.
Yes.
And he was like, okay, and didn't even skip a beat. It wasn't like, oh, what? He was like, okay, so like I would like to see you again. And I'm like,
yay, so he asked you out on a second date.
Yeah.
Before your first date was even over.
Yeah.
Cute.
Okay, all right.
It was so
okay, babe.
Yeah. So like looking back now, like it was always on.
Yeah.
It was like I think from like now, and we both have agreed like
it was
since
always
class, like we always kind of knew it was gonna be something.
Good grief.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
I know.
Okay, so you went out on another date, and then you went out on another date.
No, actually.
Oh, okay.
Stop.
Okay.
What?
Go.
So we went to Chipotle. I didn't see him again for like 3 years.
What? Hold up.
Hold on.
Stop.
Dude.
I cannot.
What? What?
3 years?
I'm sitting there assuming, like, okay, you went on more dates because it went so well, and you guys agreed to go out again. Yeah. I'm like, okay, let's keep the story rolling. And she's like, hold up.
Stop. It's already been several years at this, 2, 3, however many, several years.
We're pushing half a decade for sure.
This is ridiculous.
This is insane. What kind of
This
beep?
is madness. I'm starting to worry that maybe he's insane.
Because who else? How could you?
You have to
Why
be
would
insane
you-
to have this much patience.
Seriously.
Bro.
I mean, I can't wait 6 minutes for most things.
It's so true.
Yeah. 6 years of waiting for a girl.
Dude.
I mean, Kate is beautiful and funny
So
and wonderful.
true.
But, like, damn.
Bro!
God. Wow.
I'm shook.
What was in that Chipotle? What happened?
Oh my gosh. Let's get back into this. I need to
gotta
find out what is
Yeah.
happening. Does he stick around?
Or does he
just
very rightfully
freaking
just,
leave?
like, disappear and that's the end of the story? This could be the end.
This could be the end.
This could be the end of the episode.
Who knows?
We'll see.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus.
Let's do this. Quick rewind. Had a great time on the date. Would like to see you again. Let's do this again sometime. You can't go bowling with me right now because you gotta go see your mom. But yeah, let's do this again sometime. 3 years later! Kate! What?
He is so patient. Okay.
Stop. That is beyond patient. That's not patient. That's like the bro is in a coma for 3 years. 'Cause what the fuck else was he gonna do waiting on your ass?
You guys,
Kate!
seriously, this is like a 10 years. This is all like from Normandale to where we're at now is like a 10-year situation.
Wow.
Kate!
Yeah.
Oh, God. So you had a good time, and then what? What happened?
Yeah.
How did you go 3 more years? Explain.
3 years!
Explain yourself.
I thought she was gonna say 3 days, maybe 3 weeks.
No!
Or 3 months.
3 years!
You're really like blowing my eardrums out.
Years!
Yes, years. Okay. Kate,
Yeah.
explain,
Yeah.
please.
You guys.
What happened?
I don't know. I got
I am
nervous.
Shook it.
And you got nervous, and you just what? He was texting you, trying to set it up, and you just like ignored him, or like what?
Okay. Well,
Or
What
he just
happened
didn't, or
was-
what happened was on our date, and I'm not saying that this is bad at all, but like he would get into like his past
Sure.
drug use.
Oh, okay. And
So
that was your red
that-
flag.
Well, it made me like really nervous.
Well,
Mhm.
sure.
You know,
Mhm.
because I'm like, oh my gosh, because I can just tell like we were like right on. Our humor is both disgusting, and like we're just no, it's both it's lovely, and like we're just very similar in the way that we think. And I knew it was gonna be
You knew
Yeah.
you were gonna
yeah,
be really
it was
into
gonna be
him.
something. Yeah,
You were
so
gonna
I'm like,
fall.
yeah, and I just got extreme anxiety about it, and was like, oh, I don't want to get hurt, you know, oh,
Mhm.
that's crazy, like, so years went by, and then we always kind of kept in contact, and then his dad passed away,
Oh,
so,
sad.
Yeah. So you were like a shoulder to
So I
cry
was
on, or
like-
like you want
I
to get
was
together? Do you need?
yeah, well, and he was in, because I'm like, hey, oh, okay,
Oh boy.
okay, that's not fun,
Get it
I should
together.
laugh. That sounds like such shit. Okay, so I messaged him on Facebook because we had
Slid
like
into
I don't
the
know,
DMs.
Yes, I don't
Yeah.
know what I don't know what happened, but we somehow like weren't like Facebook friends anymore.
Mm.
But like we would talk on and off. So I found him on Facebook, and then I was like, "Hey, I was just wondering,
Um,
who was that one teacher that we had class with? You guys, I didn't give a shit.
What
Okay?
the
Right,
fuck,
you were just
Kate?
like
I just wanted
opening.
to know exactly. I
just sliding in the
Yes.
DMs.
yes, because I had gotten a new phone, so like I didn't have his number. Yeah, so I was like, and he was like, "Wait, you guys, I sent it." And then within a minute, boom. Oh, I don't remember that teacher, but I know exactly what you're talking about. And I was like, okay, yeah,
Uh-huh.
cool.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we talked a little
So
bit.
what's up, bro?
I'm like, I was like, oh, okay, thank you. So then a minute later, he's like, so how have you been?
Yeah, of course.
So then
yeah.
picked up,
Mhm.
right where, yeah.
He
well,
slid back.
mhm, yeah. I found out he was at another lady's house when he was.
He's like, all right, bye, bitch.
Pterodactyl scream.
The love of my life just called.
If you're wondering what I look
Gots
like, I'm
to
real
go.
good at makeup. I'm real cute. No, anyway, yeah, so we were like, okay, fine, like let's hang out. Let's hang out again. So we went to Old Chicago on my birthday.
Oh, yum.
Ooh, on your
It was
birthday.
my birthday, yeah.
You
We had
did.
a great time. And then we made a plan. I forgot what we did after that. We didn't do anything after that, but I feel like we went on
For another 3
date
years.
somewhere. I know. And then 5 years later.
Old Chicago was fun. Only took 2 years before I contacted him again. For real, girl.
I know. It's like crazy. But this time it stuck.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Oh,
good,
okay.
Good.
yeah. So only a year later. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. No, so I don't know what. Okay, what happened?
Have you you guys went to Old Chicago? Did you kiss at some point, or did you? No.
What?
Hand holding.
There are no
That whole
smooches.
time we
There are
had not
nothing.
kissed.
You had not kissed or anything.
No, we
Oh.
had he's a really good hugger.
Oh, okay.
What?
Okay. He's
How is one a really good hugger?
Okay, okay, so my brother, worst hugger ever. Okay, there's a whole person in between
Oh,
you,
sure.
and then they do the tapping, the shoulder tap.
That stuff is so weird. Why are you patting
come
me?
Here, my precious.
What the fuck?
No, but he's a really good hugger. But no, we had not kissed at all, and even that time we hadn't kissed. But I don't think we went out somewhere else. I think he just came over, and I made him. Yeah, because I made him cheeseburgers, and we watched Game of Thrones.
Sure. This one does.
And then, we just always, and then we hung out at my place.
Is every day from there?
It was, I feel like it was a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
Okay. So from that point, you were
on.
done making him wait years and years and years for you.
Yes.
And it was official?
So
oh my gosh, we're boyfriend, girlfriend?
Well, so it kind of just, I guess, I was like, okay, what's happening? Because after a couple weeks, I was like, what's happening? Because we were always together, always hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went over because he's like, I want to introduce you to my mom. I was like, all right.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's fast.
This isn't
Fuck.
But good. I'm sure
Yeah.
you went, right?
Oh, yeah. But
Yeah.
I was just I'd never really gotten to that stage because you have one date and then the guy's
Sure.
really
and you're
upsetting
wait,
and disappointing. And then, so I went over and his mom is amazing.
And you're just you're not terrible.
No. And she
What?
came right up, gave me a huge hug, and had the best nails ever. So I was immediately what is this?
Oh my gosh, we're best friends!
Yeah. And he went inside to get something, and I didn't even notice that he was gone because I was his mom. We were talking about her nails, and she's like, "Oh my god, let's go get our nails done together again."
Oh yeah!
And I was like, "Yes, I love it." And I remember her I remember turning around, then turning back, and she was yes,
yes, thumbs up, mom.
Yes.
Marry the fuck out of this one.
Yes.
Thank
And she was the eyes girl. Yes. And I was normal. I don't know.
Normal and fun to talk to and
until they found out. No, I'm just kidding. So and then we just kind of hung out from there, and then and then I was like, so are we dating or what? He's like, well, I thought that's what was happening. So it just
happened.
It just So then we were just dating.
Puke.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So we started dating in August. December, we adopted a dog together. But I had my apartment and he had his house.
Well, sure.
Because after his dad had passed away, he moved back in to help his mom and take care of his mom and be together.
That's nice.
Yeah. So we adopted. No, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
So we adopted this dog, Franklin McDoodly Hooterson.
As earlier mentioned.
Yeah, and I was okay. So I already knew that I loved him, but I'm like, damn it, I will not be the first one to say it.
Oh no,
I will not.
No.
So then I was like, yeah, I love you. That episode was really good. And then he was like, what? And I was like, nothing. Do you want some mac and cheese? I love it. And then he's like, oh, yeah, I love you too. I was like, oh,
you did it! It worked!
I was like, spoon or fork, love you. And he was like, fork, and I love you too. And I was like, oh my god, did we just say this?
Oh, yeah.
Is this a thing?
Does it actually
and
happen?
he's like, yeah. well, I don't know what happened, but, like, within, like, he was still there. We were still hanging out. Like, things were happening. And he's, like, asking me to move in. But I felt like, I don't know. Like, I was like, huh. And I don't know if I was extra sensitive because I was, like, on my had a dot situation. But, like...
had a dot? You were menstruating?
Yeah,
okay, all right.
Had a dot.
We don't hide things on this podcast.
Yeah, I dig it. So
we're
I was,
women
like,
and we
super
bleed.
sensitive. So I was like...
Emotions.
Like, I'm like, I'm so stupid. I was like, why do you love me?
Okay.
Oh, it is the best. I literally hit my microphone with my face because that was the best.
And he, like, could not answer. He, like, clammed up, and I'm like, God damn it.
You dumb.
I have really cute hair.
Let me tell you why you love me.
I make some good mac and cheese.
Yeah, the aforementioned mac and cheese.
Yeah, I'm like, why don't you love me? And, like, he's like, you know. So then, I don't know what happened, but I was sleeping over one night, and I don't know how it came about, but I was like, I'm like, do you not love me or something? And he's like, I don't know. And I was like, oh, shit!
Not the right answer!
I was like, oh, God.
I don't know.
Oh, boy, you in trouble.
Those are fighting words, buddy. Oh, you're in hot water.
I mean...
I don't know. How do you not know? You know what I don't know means.
Bro, she already made you wait like 6 years
right?
for this, and now you gonna fuck it up
revenge.
like this?
She's gonna be like, no. I don't know is no, by the way, just in case anyone's not clear about that. If you don't know, then you don't love that person.
Oh my gosh.
You know if you love somebody.
That's
why she's about to freak out.
Yeah, dude, I'm
sure.
shook. Shook it.
She's like, you know, you hung in through all that, and now you don't know? Now?
We have a dog. We have a dog together, and you're like, I don't know?
How can you have a shared dog and
shared
not
fur baby.
Love that person? You made that dog with that person.
I mean, not really.
Well, you're raising that dog to be the dog that dog is.
Yeah, true.
Because of you
with
and that person's influence.
Oh boy. I'm worried. I'm worried about Frank's future.
Oh.
Beeb has made a crucial error.
Yep, we need to figure out how he rolls that back up.
Oh boy.
What does he do?
Well, I freaked out. I jumped up on the bed.
What do you mean?
We were like, first of all, I'll be like, okay, love you, good night. And then, like, 5 minutes of silence. So, this is how my day went. And, like, he'll be like, half asleep. Well, that was me. I'll be like, okay, love you, good night. Why do you love me?
So, he's like, bitch, I'm sleeping.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, I don't know.
Like making fake snore sounds.
Like, I don't know. Shut up.
Yeah. So then I was like, oh my God. So I was like, what are you talking about? So I legit, like, flung over with my back to him, and I'm like, I'm looking back now, like, I'm so sorry, honey. That was ridiculous. Like, he had girlfriends in the past when he had, like, one that he said that he thought he loved, but he had never, like, been with anyone when he was, like, sober.
Oh,
so he had never experienced this. But in the beginning of our relationship, he was shut off.
Sure.
Like, it was a struggle just to get through because he was not a good communicator.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the way he communicates now, it's a completely different person. But now I realize he had to trust me.
Mm-hmm.
And because he had always been hurt, and he never had anyone sober.
Yeah, so he didn't even know kind of what it was supposed to feel like or be.
Exactly. So he's like, you have to understand, like, these are all new emotions and all new feelings. Like, this is scary. So he wasn't, I think he felt it. And he told me later on he, like, did feel it, but he didn't feel comfortable.
He was scared of it, embracing it.
Yeah. Well, I freaked out.
Sure.
And I'm like, my God. Like,
I'm wasted all these years making you wait for me.
Yes, exactly. I was like, I'm glad I got that extra $3 like guacamole.
That alone made this worth it.
So I was set, and I think I even freaked out. I'm like, whatever, I'm going to go to my mom's house. Like, this is like at 2 a.m, too, you guys. And the poor guy,
you're menstrual, and you're just crazy, God. And he's like, what is even happening right now? I know how those ones go. Yes. Even when you're almost like, man, I'm really overreacting, but, like, you can't stop it. It's like you're already rolling down the hill. You're like, I'm just going to go to my mommy's.
Yes, I'm like, I'm going to my mom's. F that shit. And then I was, like, waiting for him to say.
Like, stop, don't.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
Yeah, and he was like, I mean, mean, you probably shouldn't.
You probably should.
He did not want me to leave, but I don't know. And then I just fell asleep.
He said shouldn't.
You just fell asleep.
And I was like throwing a fit. I was like, whatever. But I knew in my mind that if I left, because I'm so stubborn, you guys.
Okay.
If I left, I would never talk. Because I'm like that. Where, I will never talk to you again. I'll never go back.
And you don't want to go back and be like, I'm sorry, I overreacted, or like, no. I hear you, girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, so I'm like in my mind, I'm like, okay, so I went to the bathroom because the bathroom's connected to our room, and I'm like, okay, I went to the bathroom. I'm like, bitch, get your life together. And I'm like, you're looking real not cute right now. So this poor guy, you guys, like, I know we're supposed to be on my side, but like, be on his. So no, so I'm like, get your life
Team
together.
Beeb.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so you made it through that, though.
Long story short, I was like, okay, if I leave, I won't go back and I won't talk to him ever again. Yeah. That's just kind of how I am. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm not going to leave.
Hey, at least you knew not to walk out of there.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
And you're like, you're going to stick it out. You kind of, like, I'm going to make him talk to me.
Right. Because everything was good up until then. And like, I don't know.
And you kind of, I mean, not to be on Beeb's side, except like you kind of made that whole thing happen.
Like
I've done only because I've done shit like that before myself.
Oh yeah.
I've been like, okay, well, we're gonna fight then.
Oh yeah.
Like you didn't. All right. You didn't.
Knuckles crack.
You didn't say.
Let's go.
You didn't say what I wanted to hear, bitch. No. So I'm gonna make sure you know this was important.
Yes. Yeah. So then I just started questioning everything because I'm like, oh my god, well, what have you? Because then it was like, wait, what else have you said that you didn't mean?
Sure.
So I was like, oh, yeah. So I started getting
go down that rabbit hole.
Just
like, oh God, what if he really, when I said, are you fat? And he said no. And I was like, did you think I looked fat in that outfit too?
Well, screw you, you're fat too.
Yeah,
so.
like, I can't trust anything you say.
Shut up, we're fat together.
Okay.
So I'm sitting here and I'm like, yeah. And I always told him, like, if you break up with me, I'm taking your mom and the dog. Like,
say mine.
So, bye.
Yeah. Bye,
so
bitch.
be ready to say bye to all the things you love.
Yeah. And I'm real attached to that house, so like,
you might be losing that too.
Yeah.
Okay. So you made it through that fight though.
Yeah.
All right. And he learned something about how enthusiastic response needs to be.
Yes.
Right.
And basically for like the next, I think maybe month or two, I was like, it was more so like that, but I was like, don't hold this against me. Like, we need to break down these communication walls because this is not.
Because this is what happens when we don't.
Yeah. Yes. Because we were totally great at communication until it started getting serious.
Right.
But, like, I think a month or two went by and we would have conversations and I knew it would make him uncomfortable because he would shut down. Mm-hmm. But I was like, oh, you're so worth it. And, like, everything was great. And I'm like, okay, I have to understand
how he kind of works.
How it works. And I've never really been in, like, a very serious relationship as like an older adult. And if this isn't like, this is the worst, okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We can get through this, we can be together.
Exactly. Yeah. So he would start, I could feel and see that he was trusting me more and opening up more. And then one day we were just hanging out and then he was like, yeah, Frank and I love you. And I'm like,
excuse me?
I'm like, oh, that's cute. And he's like, I think you missed what I just said to you. And I was like, oh.
Okay, but like you included the dog.
Yeah, I'm like, what about Frank? What happened? Because immediately, dog, what?
Yeah.
Did he say something about my dog?
My dog?
Babe?
My dog?
Yeah. And he's like, Frank and I love you. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, Frank loves me. He's always loved me.
Yeah.
You.
What's your problem?
It's fucking obvious that Frank loves me.
Sorry, I got snarky comments. It's cute. I'm like, oh yeah, tell the dog.
Sorry, babe.
Sorry. Okay. So you were fine, and you believe him, and like,
and I could tell too because like communication was better, and
okay,
we were breaking down those walls.
Good job, girl.
Yeah.
Good job, Pete.
Yeah, whoop, whoop.
And Frank too. Frank always plays a role.
Good job, Frank. You're doing the best job.
Right?
He's the real MVP here.
Yes.
He really is.
Frank. Shout out to Frank.
Family together.
Yes. All right. So this is all wonderful. Frank loves everybody. You guys love each other.
Dun, dun, dun.
So we need to break it down now. So please tell us that you guys broke up and you hate each other now.
We do not.
Fuck.
Yeah.
We do not.
Really?
No. You don't hate each other, then what are you?
We are happily married with Franklin.
With Franklin.
Still Frank.
Franklin. He's the first priority always.
Yes.
Yay,
but
they're married. Yay. I love these stories. I love it when they end in that.
Ugh.
Except my own. Boo.
It's great when
other people end up having married.
Good grief. Okay, so you got married.
Yes.
Tell us about the wedding.
So June. So we got engaged in October with Franklin.
Yeah, obviously.
Franklin helped.
Of course he helped.
Yeah, and then we were planning a wedding up at my grandparents'. My grandpa built a cabin up in Upper Michigan.
Cute.
And the more, we were maybe a week into planning this when we're like, this is not us.
Yeah, so I don't want to do this. No. I quit.
No, so I was like, babe, what are you doing, this weekend? He's like, oh, I think we have that thing this weekend, but what about that weekend? I'm like, yeah, let's do that. So we just went to the courthouse, and then we went to dinner or lunch after. It was just
little family thing.
Yeah,
boom, bang, done.
Perfect.
That's all it needs to be.
That's right. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars on it. You can get a lot of fun shit for that money.
Yeah, because
why you want to party?
If we register, what are we gonna do? Get 24-pack of Mountain Dew? What are we gonna do? We have everything.
Yeah,
right. So it's
stupid.
No,
bye.
I would probably be don't. Now thinking about it, we're we could do registration, then just donate to the Humane Society.
Yeah,
which would have been cool, but.
Oh well.
But you know what? Having no wedding was better.
Yeah.
I can really see why.
Yeah. I dig it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So now here comes the real bad biz.
So now we have to ruin our lives.
Okay. We're gonna figure out your 2 truths and a lie. So can you remind everyone what they were?
Okay.
Yeah.
Please.
So I have lived in Michigan.
Okay.
I broke my foot on a wedding day, and I don't have a Netflix account.
Okay. The breaking of the foot. I feel like that. I really don't. I think they went to a restaurant after, she just said, so but maybe later on it could have been a thing, but they had no party or anything, so initially I thought dancing or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe
this is so fun.
I really feel like not having a Netflix account is monstrous and is a fate no one should inflict upon themselves.
Racking my brain trying to remember every single conversation Kate and I have ever had, and for most of the time we worked together, we sat right across from each other. So there were many conversations. But
did she ever mention watching Netflix?
I can't.
The only TV she mentioned during her story was Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones is not on Netflix. Okay, I feel
so good.
No, see, here's the thing: is we sound so good, we really think it out, and then we always fucking
the wrong one.
You guys are like Harry at the Spy.
Oh my gosh, I really wanted to be Harry at the Spy when I was a kid. I even had a composition notebook and wrote things down.
You've grown up. You're Harry at the Spy. Congratulations!
Oh my gosh,
you've reached your childhood aspirations.
Wow.
Okay, I wanted to be a newscaster, so let's get busy. This is, I guess, the next best thing. Okay.
I'm thinking. Okay, so I feel...
I wanted to be a drag queen.
Perf!
I love it.
That was what I wanted to do.
Is that why you have such beautiful makeup?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, we have to...
Netflix is the lie, I feel like.
I feel like it is.
Yeah.
I feel like I remember something about the broken foot, but I also might have just created that memory based on her saying it just now. Because I do that sometimes.
Yeah, you sure do. Okay, but yeah, it was so specific, so I'm gonna go with that's probably true. Okay, so let's just discard that one.
But sometimes things that are too specific are the lies.
She probably hasn't lived in Michigan. So that's probably a lie.
So you think the Michigan one is a lie and she does not have Netflix?
I think maybe she doesn't have Netflix. Maybe she's being all technical and her husband has a Netflix account.
That's shady, Kate. That is shady.
Right.
I should know better.
Water everywhere.
I should know better.
I think she's never lived in Michigan. That's my vote. You can pick though. This is your friend, so you get final say.
I don't fucking know.
Come on.
Okay, let's just go with that.
What?
That she lived in Michigan.
Are you sure?
No.
Is that your final answer?
That's the problem. Is it your final answer?
I told you get to pick. Or do you really want me to? Because I'll just pick.
Yeah, I want you to pick.
All right, I'm gonna pick.
I'm so bad.
I'm gonna pick that you do not have the Netflix account as the lie. I think you do have a Netflix account. The final answer. That's it.
Wait, what?
The lie is I don't have a Netflix account. That's the lie.
We think
that's our thought.
You do have a Netflix account, and that's what you lied to us about.
I don't. My dad does. I use it.
No! Kate! That's why you sneaky sneak!
So then did you live in Michigan?
No.
Damn it.
And
we should have gone with that one.
Oh, damn.
Fuck!
Okay.
You were there, and then you changed.
I know, I was so stupid.
You did this to us!
All right, now you get to pick one of us, and you can change our profile picture to anything you want. So who do you want
to pick? For 24 hours.
For 24 hours. Now we're going to change it. Okay.
You
can pick whoever. You have to pick one.
Yours.
Mine? Yeah.
Yay!
What do I do?
So, well, you...
But your picture's like so pretty. Which pictures do I use?
Well, I guess you could like search something on the internet, or you could pull like one of my old pictures.
You can take a picture of her now.
Oh, fuck.
Just another idea.
Without the Snapchat
with the microphone.
filter.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is such a good idea.
Rude as fuck.
She knows how to take a semi-flattering photo.
Look at that angle.
Well, we'll see.
Bitch!
You can up-angle her.
Bitch! Oh my gosh!
Sorry, that was...
Yes!
That is rude as fuck, Kate. Wow!
I didn't suggest the upshot. You did. By complaining about the angle.
I cannot even.
Your hair looks so good, and your lashes are on point.
That's
bitch!
She's like, don't you dare!
Fuck.
This is so good.
Whatever, it's 24 hours.
Yeah. So good.
I hate you. But I didn't say you could change the cover photo too.
I didn't know what it was.
So
I didn't know what it was.
I will screenshot because this is only staying up for 24 hours. What time is it? 9:40 p.m. I will screenshot this and I will post it on our Instagram when your episode goes live so people can see this god-awful angled shot that you took of me where it looks like I'm literally eating my microphone.
It's so good.
So thanks so much for that awful, probably the worst picture that's ever been taken of me in my life. Kate, thank you so much for that.
So pretty.
You're welcome for the idea.
Thank you. You're a bitch.
Yeah, I just knew.
Thank you so much for coming on our show.
Yeah, thank you for having
and being
me.
hilarious.
We loved it.
You were wonderful.
You guys are wonderful, even though you have to cut out like a million.
That's okay. We have a lot of stuff for blooper episodes for our Patreon patrons. So, Keating's bye.
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 Perfect.
Just we harmonized so
It was the best.
Yes.
Yes.
If you enjoyed this episode of I Hate Your Love, please rate and review us on iTunes. That really helps us spread the hate.
Love.
Love. Also, make sure to subscribe so that you never miss a new episode.
And nowadays, if you're not posting on social media, it didn't really happen. So check us out for more content on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Hate Your Love Pod.
If you love the show and you want to support us and get more exclusive bonus content, consider backing our show on Patreon. We would really super appreciate it, like a lot, like a whole lot.
If you'd like to have the opportunity to have the distinct pleasure of sharing your love story with us and having us rip it apart like a piping hot pizza, email us at hateyourlovepod@gmail.com or click the pinned link on our Twitter.
And most importantly, remember, hate might be in our name, but it's not our brand. Please be a nice freaking human or consider moving to the sun.
Okay, thanks. Bye!